Rookie of the year from last year should get more touches as a result. Over the top, on the run, the shot, Wendy, the save, it's rolling in, picked off the line by Gage Board. You saw them right off the top, forming the welcome tunnel. As the bounce shot on the run, underhand by Eddie Renault. He'll get the first marker of the season and score here. Put the Oakville Titans on top. Eddie Renault, big fake as he comes across the defender. Oldreef goes with him, and that opens the far side. And the Titans will take a 1-0 lead here. But maybe a little undersized to be Sawyer Howell. As on the run, over top of Ben Mercy, who was the player we were trying to identify, as Brady Hesseltine will tie it up. Right at the tail end here, we're going to be able to admire this shot, as I think that fools Wendy as it changed directions and just beat him 5-hole as he came back. A lot of space here. You see a couple picks in front and over top of the crowd. Johnson, that's just a great snipe right there. A lot of space here. You see a couple picks in front and over top of the crowd. Johnson, that's just a great snipe right there. As this is the first of season-long coverage. Down the floor, off the rebound, and the shot by Lachlan Elder over top of the net of Craig Wendy off the glass. And what a move there. Oh boy, Miller Rushbridge, that was looking pretty. But Craig Wendy had other thoughts, as well as Scotty Comer. What a flip pass here. This is going to spring another breakaway. This time Drew Quinlan has the shot saved off the right leg of Wendy. Here's Johnston. He has one of the two Titans goals, along with Eddie Renault. Down in the corner for Blakely. Cree Blakely, big collision there. No moving call, and a goal for Cree Blakely. There's a look at Craig Wendy. Reigning series MVP. Making his way back to the net. So a bit late developing the change here, but definitely suiting teams in transition. Oh my, what a shot from Eddie Renault. Just skips through off the post and in. Eddie Renault, his second of the game. This is a thing of beauty. Follow this ball as it comes through. Past the foot, off the post. Oh, there is no room there as it goes in. Eddie Renault with the snipe. Stack penalty situations with more than two, on the board. Ball bouncing in between the legs of Wendy, and he dives over top of it and keeps it from going over the line. A few anxious moments. Drew Quinlan. His one-handed pass hooked a little bit. Intended for Hesseltine, who then postures up, shoots, and scores, and gets one back. For the North Stars, I believe this is the second of the game for Hesseltine. Quickly to his feet and bombing it down the floor. It helps to have high ceilings here. We'll see what happens when they get in an arena like Gaylord Palace or Evinrude up in Ennismore. As diving through, and it'll be a slashing call, negated. But what a goal for the Titans there, as I believe it's Cree Blakely with his second. Out of the corner, eats a slash there. It's going to be the hold, I believe. And they're saying he may have touched in the crease. Oh, I think that's, oh yeah, that's definitely okay. Held on for the reset that time, electing not to get up for Gage Board immediately. As, oh my, Brett Olbickus with the rip. 3-on-3 basically here as one guy aside in the box and one guy aside hanging out down in the Oakville attacking zone. And quickly now, running up through traffic on the run, Gage Board. Titans have found their play. The 29th shot on goal and the 30th. Both saved by Craig Wendy. I don't think they're going to get credit for the second one. As working out the shot, it gets through him. The 30th does find its way in. And it's Zach Thompson. But he's going to stay out and take it up over center again. John St. John asking for help, gets a pick and rips it top corner. Oh, what a shift for John St. John. But then takes it up the floor, and again, before the defense can get set, before Oldreeve perhaps can get set, a screen. Oh, that's a beauty find in the top corner there for a very tired John St. John, who will get Oldreeve the save. It goes up into the screen, so Titans ball again with a fresh 30. St. John. Again, cutting around. A lot of running here today for St. John as he goes up top and gets rid of it to Johnston. Johnston to Lee. Now St. John again. And Johnston. And Lee. His bouncer. Ooh. My goodness. Over on the bench of the Titans, you can see the clipboard is out. For the offenses, they'll be on the power play, 55 seconds remaining. Apers, St. John, Lee, into the corner, Cree Blakely. St. John, back to Apers again in the middle. Renault, duck fake, trying to go back up top again. And Renault hit after the fact. Blakely scores at the end of the shot clock. And Matthew Lee again stirring up trouble. And at the end of this, Matthew Lee is going to go to the box. Then had thoughts of headed down the floor. He gets to the bench. About 3 people asked if he's okay, and he said yes, and just takes his spot back in line. Out to the crease, turning and firing, and it's taken a while, but Eddie Renault finally has the hat trick completed. And Colin Maudsley are matched up. And that is the matchup as they go to the crease. Taking flight was Robbie Milnes. And taking flight a little too tight to the blue crease. And it's a 2-goal swing there back the other way as Gage Board in transition will get his second of the game. From Wallace to Cree Blakely, a hat trick in this game. Him along with Eddie Renault. Gage Board now sitting on 2. We'll see if he can get a hat trick. Wendy with a couple assists. As Blakely has it, the quick stick down into the corner and a quick release. And it's been some time there for Nolan Apers trying to get on the board after 4. And the Titans remained at 13 goals. 4 allowed now for Scotty Comer. 14 shots as a low shot there on the run. The goal by Brendan Welsh. Couple former Mountaineers playing in this game, as we've already mentioned. Here's one of them, Matthew Lee. And Sawyer Howell for Oakville, number 42. Shot there, and it goes high from Matthew Lee. Man, he's been feisty here tonight. Tamas takes another hard shot as it looked like him and Kurt Gibbons had words with each other. As here's McMahon. Thought about going to Tamas. He was tied up. No surprise, I would think, as Gage Board with it again. 10 on the shot clock from the far side. And Kurt Gibbons just broke his stick over the arm of Alec Tamas. And as he goes off, Gage Board will capitalize with the goal. And the remnants of the stick of Kurt Gibbons all over the floor as him and Robbie Milnes had their hands full with Alec Tamas. As it's down in the corner for Zach Thompson. Thompson to the crease, to the top corner. This is a beautiful goal from Spencer Elder. Beautiful. Again, if you're in the Oakville area and haven't had dinner yet or want to hang out with some of the players or Oakville Titans staff, Oakville Pump Patio is the place to be after game days. For the Titans, wide open here, and it does get in behind Craig Wendy after he made the first save. And the Titans will salute goaltender Craig Wendy, who, as we said, will leave here, get a good night's sleep, and play in the NLL playoffs tomorrow as a goaltender with the Georgia Swarm. They face the Toronto Rock in playoff action, a Monday nighter. Your weekend of lacrosse is not yet finished, but we are finished here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. One of the best traditions, I would say, in lacrosse is the handshake line.